All right. There you go. There we go. Come on. You got it. What's up? Yeah.
Oh, we love a good debut around these parts, especially when they're highly anticipated. Welcome in MLB Network, Lauren Shahadi, Carlos Pena, Melanie Newman here with you. One of the best today, a top prospect in the game, is on his way to the show. You were highly hyped coming into the major leagues. What was that like? How'd you deal with it?
Well, you know what? It's fun, right? You get all this hype around you, and you feel like, hey, I have all this support behind me. But the reality is, it's a lot of pressure to live up to. And at the end of the day, you just have to get out there and say, look, I deserve to be here. Now I'm going to put the blinders on, get back to work. Routine is extremely important, preparation, and go play the game you love. Forget about the hype. Go play baseball between the lines.
Well, I know you were probably really intent on, I want to make sure I stand up for this organization, the coaches, my teammates who have been watching me. But this is a big day for the fans and media as well, because you get that top prospect tag. People start to follow you the minute that you enter the professional sport. It doesn't matter what level of the minor leagues that you start your journey on. And so this is the hope. You're embodying the hope of the future of this team. It's a really big one, but it's a really fun one.
Gosh, no pressure. That's so cool. We're all fans, and we projected out that his ceiling is high. We can't wait to see the mark he makes on the sport.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Athletics. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we've got a major league debut on the mound in this one, Chris. And always interesting to see how that goes. But I'm sure there's a mix of excitement and nerves running through him right now.
Absolutely. Playing your first game in the show, it's just a little different for everyone. But no one walks in unfazed by the moment. I don't care what they say to anybody. And that's especially true as a starting pitcher that's expected to go out there and give your team a quality outing. All eyes will be on him out there on the bump. Should be fun to watch and see how it plays out.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
The Athletics, the second baseman, Jack Yellow.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. Geloff went deep in his most recent game. Next offering is in for a strike. Smith, a big part of the storyline for us today. He's making his debut and hoping to carve out a valuable role in the mound with this ball club.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're a first rounder or an undrafted free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is producing. Can you help your team get better? It's a big question. That said, you don't want to put too much pressure on your debut. I hope he's taking time to enjoy this experience today.
And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just dropped it in there on the top of the strike zone. Certainly not what he was trying to do with that curveball by any means, but at the plate, you could tell he wasn't expecting it either. I'd say he got away with a big-time hanger on that one.
Brent Rooker in the box now. No balls and a strike. The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Rooker launched a homer in his most recent game. And a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Stays alive. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2 balls, 2 strike.
And that one hit to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Shea Langoliers in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. The A's strand 1. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the batter now, Ezekiel Duran. Duran hitting 5th in today's lineup, and they traded for him earlier this year. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. outside with a breaking ball. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 and 2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though.
Ouch, that one got him.
It's kind of funny. Players tend to run to first base a lot quicker after getting hit by a curveball compared to a fastball.
J.J. Bleday, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Man at first, 1 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. In the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Miguel Andujar.
Andujar.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Next up for the A's, C.J. Alexander.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Hit in the air, left field. Ward under it. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We played 2 full, no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Smith back to work. And he hits a ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Now the number 2 hitter, Max Schumann. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And there's a ball. Gonna count 1 and 2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
So 2 down, and now a chance for Shea Langoliers. That one missed. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 3 innings complete. We're tied, 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Giorgella steps in.
Our biggest concern, other than injury, after a moment like that is just how the pitcher will respond. You know, sometimes a guy loses confidence in a pitch when he's hit somebody.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. He gets to the bag in time, and they get it out of the play.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Bleday in the box now. Takes strike 1. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that is out of play.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Tosses to first. 2 gone now.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the left fielder, Miguel Andujar, in there at the knees for a strike. Comes up empty.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one in the air, right field. It's going to fall for a hit. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. On the board first and wants it. 2 outs, runner on first. And now here is C.J. Alexander. And there's the strike.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. A's leading by a run. The other way. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. So the batting order turns over. And now it's going to be Zach Geloff. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Two outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're headed to the 5th. It's the A's 1 and the Angels nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's going to be Max Schumann. Schumann in his 2nd season, 27 years old, usually a third baseman, but today starting in right. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's going to get a totally different angle in the way that he sees the game in this one, going from third base all the way out to right field. Sure hope he doesn't try to overthrow. You can hurt your arm out there if you're not careful.
So now the DH spot, Brent Rooker. He's 2 for 2. That one hit to right. Hauls it in for the out. So Singy's given up his fair share of hits in his debut, but he's done a good job of limiting the damage. What are you seeing?
I'm sure the game is moving a little quicker.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw. Save.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go. So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. With number 9 for him in this game. 9. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Duran. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the base.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. So one hit is all they get.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sam Bachman.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Smith with a solid turn on the mound in his first taste of the majors, Singy.
And Boog, he didn't let his eyes get too big out there with the bright lights of the stadium. It's so easy to get swept away by the excitement when you're making your MLB debut, but he did well out there.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Baseball coming up on this Memorial Day. It's the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Angels. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Just about ready to roll here. Getting the nod on the mound, Andre Smith. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The throw in, and that's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
in there at the knees. And the count is 0-2. Goes down looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Judge with some impressive production lately. Chop back up the middle. Tosses to first. Judge out on the play. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. There's the strike.
First pitch changeup, he gets a called strike. You got to really know who that hitter is at the plate in order to throw that pitch again and again.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
All set for the start of the inning. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Chisholm in his 5th season, 27 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Ward racing over to make the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Oh, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Next offering is down low. He goes down looking. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. On to the 3rd inning. Leading off, Spencer Jones.
Spencer Jones.
Smith back to work. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
So the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Right-hander kicks, deals. That's too low. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. LeMahieu working through some struggles lately. Cut on and lifted in the air. Ward makes the grab And there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 35.
Bellinger up to hit. Led this game off with a double, but they weren't able to drive him in. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that extends the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And it finds its way through for a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And that's down and away. Judge over the top. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Dancing.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
And that's downstairs. Ball 2. Fastball for a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's 0 for 1.
Chisholm Jr.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now it appealed to 3rd, and that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Wells stands in now and watches strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Yanks held in check. And we're still knotted at 0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Foul ball there.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Stays alive. Check swing and an 0-2. Appeal to first, and he went around according to Clyde Washington. Now it's the DH, Spencer Jones. Went down on strikes his first time through. Jones, 23 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. Left field.
Got it.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2 count.
Got him swinging. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Angels 1 and the Yankees nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here comes Cody Bellinger. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses. Got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Smith back to work. That one's in there. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground right side. Rengifo throws to first in time. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. On the ground. Zips it to first. And that quickly 2 away. Here comes Aaron Judge.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Angels 1 and the Yankees nothing. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th, and now Giancarlo Stanton.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
First pitch misses. And a swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Late on that fastball. And there's a ball. And there's a base hit to the left. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Chisholm in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Got him swinging. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andre Smith won't go any further tonight.
Well, Boog, as he leaves, he's got a shot at his first MLB win. He's going to need the rest of that staff to step up and preserve this narrow lead, though.
Now pitching.
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Brock Burke.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Smith worked into the 7th, piled up the strikeouts while only allowing 1 unearned run.
Went out there and gave him a good shot in this one, Boog, and he can be proud of that. I'm sure his teammates appreciated how much he did to help get them this W.